Yeah. What's up, folks? It's Brian again from Weird World War Deuce. I am getting at least my hour of painting in. It's kind of late. It's about 9 o'clock in the PM here in Tejas. But it's never too late to paint, right? Never too late to paint some miniatures. So I figured I try to do at least an hour a day. And I said, shit, if I'm going to paint, I might as well have you guys hang out with, right? So, okay, why isn't there any? There we go. So if you guys hear me or see me, say howdy. So I'm still painting up some of this dust stuff. Pretty easy. These guys are pretty easy. These zombies, all they are like these zombie guys. They're in jumpsuits, so it's just single color, I would think. And they've got metal balls, metal balls. I'm trying to think what color though. I think the gas masks, German gas masks, they're black, right? Like a black leather. Let's check it out. What the fuck happened there? They're actually kind of like no, they're black. I guess they vary in color from what I'm seeing here. These are like a green. Let's see here. Yeah, they are. They're kind of like a green. Well, shit. Yeah, fuck. I guess green is this stuff. The canister. What is the canister color? Yeah, it's all like a green. Shit. I'm gonna do black because just to change up the color. All right, chuckleheads. German. Oh shit. German camo dark green. So I'm using Vallejo colors, as I've probably said before, but German camo dark green. This is a late war German shit. These are Germans. These are Nazis. Oh man, guys, I didn't do shit today. I mean, I didn't do fucking anything today. It was truly a lazy ass Sunday. I didn't do nothing. I barely got off the couch, to be honest with you. I just watched a bunch of kaiju movies. Old, like 60s kaiju movies. Watch this weird one called Dagura, some shit like that. Man, it was nuts. It was like a giant, like, space squid. But most of the movie was like, I don't know it was weird. It was like, okay, so this thing was like eating like coal and diamonds, right? That's just what it ate. But for most of the movie, it's like, I hadn't even heard of this one because I've seen most of the Toho Studios kaiju movies. I've seen most of their shit. And most kaiju movies in general. I just never even heard of this one. And so it's like, yeah, that's a green fucking color right there. I don't know if I like that color. It's all right. Yeah, so most of the movie was like they had all these subplots, like these diamond thieves and secret agents and some American secret agents, and it's weird. It's like they insert some sort of like Westerner in there to, like, I guess, like, capitalize on Western audiences. I don't know. Was it really like that? Would people not watch a movie if it didn't have an American in it or something? If you're an American, I never got that. I just, like, more likely they're gonna watch it anyway, right? But shit, I don't know. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they wouldn't. Maybe back in the day, if it didn't have a American, it's not like these people are famous or anything. It's kind of funny. Like, nowadays it's like, you'll have some famous American person go over to China and be in their movie for like 5 seconds. but long enough to say, hey, this dude, this American star, is in our Chinese movie. But they're really not. Again, it's like a cameo. So it's like whatever. It's weird. I also watched. My God. Also, I didn't know this, but they made a Vampirella movie like in the '90s, and I was like, oh yeah, '90s Vampirella, Julie Strain, right? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna see some titties. She's gonna be hot in that crazy outfit. Nope, some other chick, not even the same outfit. And don't get me wrong, this girl was beautiful, but she didn't have Vampirella's body, so it's just like, the hell. There was barely any nudity. It is a Corman film, so it's like, dude, the hell. I mean, you're going against your own formula, but whatever. But yeah, it was a stinker for sure. It was not very good. Now, I wasn't really a huge Vampirella. I never read the Vampirella books, like the comics. Um, but of course, I'm not blind. I know who she is, and what her, she's a fucking she's like an alien vampire on Earth. She's like a good guy. But yeah, it was pretty bad. And it had Robert Daltrey in it, the head singer of the fucking Who. It's just like, what? Ah, just it was just it was nuts. And he was hamming it up. So supposedly, like I do after I watch something, I look into it, and it had some special appearances by like Arkov, or yeah, Arkov, the guy who like co-created her and all that shit was on it, and a little cameo. But anyway, I guess Daltrey did the movie because I guess one of his buddies from the band, the drummer guy, was a big Vampirella fan. But like the guy had been dead for a couple of years before the movie came out, so it wasn't like, I don't know, whatever. But yeah, it was pretty bad. Pretty bad. Pretty bad. And it had some. It's funny. It had some common story components from the Blade movie, which came out after this. So I'm curious if maybe they took some pointers from. No, I don't know. They might have just been from the story of Vampirella, not like the actual fucking movie, because it's a turd. I don't even know if it's worth it. I don't even know if it's good bad. I love bad movies. I don't even know if it's good bad, to be honest with you. Oh, that's worth a once over. Shit. If you're into that stuff, give it a once over. Zombies. Man, we've seen those zombies, huh? And especially in Weird World War II. Geez, it's probably the most common trope. Zombies and walkers, probably the most common trope. Power armor, super soldiers. I did a video on like the top 5 weird World War II tropes, you know, in all media a long time. I think that was my only like list. A lot of the channels will do like lists of shit because I guess those are popular. So I did one, my opinion on like the most common tropes of Weird World War II. But yeah. So we hung out with Shadow and Son last night after I did my live stream. It's pretty cool. We were talking about how to get people involved in the hobby, like new people. And it's funny because we all come from a lot of divergent, like, Like, I mean, no, when we're all gamers, so we have that commonality. But like, some people like, some people don't like complex games. Some people like board games. Some people don't like painting. Some people don't like minis. Some people want, cardboard cutouts. Some people don't. But we were kind of just talking about how do we get more people into the hobby. And some one of the suggestions was just maybe if you have a public library, right? If you have a library close by, maybe start like some sort of like gaming event. In our library here in my town, I donated like 50 games to that place, to the library, right? And so like you can rent games out. I'm not rent it, but you can check out games from their library and play whenever you want. But every once a month, there's kind of like an event where people come together. Everybody meet up at the library and play games for a few, half the day or whatever. That's pretty cool. So that might be a way to get people, show people how you play and what you do. Um, Also, I'm a big fan of conventions, guys. Like, so it's weird because they were talking about like what games to show. You know, how do we get people into the hobby? What games are you gonna showcase and all that stuff. And it's funny because like I don't most of the shit I play isn't even mainstream. So I mean, you have to like seek it out. You have to find it online, which isn't hard now. Now, when I say that, it's not like it's like some huge like hurdle to try to find any of this shit, but it's a little bit more because most of this shit isn't going to be on Amazon. Some of it might be. You can definitely find the weird World War II stuff that I do like on eBay. But and I pretty much push a genre more so than like like a specific game. So I'll play anything weird World War II or pulpish or whatever, right? So it's kind of hard for me to think about like what game would be great. The only active game like weird World War II game right now is Conflict 47. That's the only thing that's being like actively like pushed. Now there's a shit ton of like weird World War II games out there, in the ether, but like active, like still being produced. Well, I mean, I don't know. Warlord's been sitting on K-47 for a while, so I don't know what they're gonna if even if they are gonna do anything. I mean, if they bought all the rights from them from Goblin Clockwork Goblin. They sold all the rights and everything to Warlord, but Warlord hadn't done shit with them. The only thing Warlord's done to K-47 is make it expensive as fucking hell. It is expensive. I mean, it's outrageously expensive. I mean, I guess their starter boxes are okay, but you know what? Who gives a shit about the starter boxes? I mean, that's what that they just use what a kit from Bolt Action, a tank and a kit from Bolt Action, then one weird World War II vehicle, and then like maybe a weird World War II unit. And that's it. So it's not like this massive, like you're getting all weird World War II shit. No, it's kind of mediocre when it comes to the new shit. But anywho's, but yeah, so K-47 is about the only weird World War II. Now there's some role playing, like Octoon Cthulhu's still kicking. Seems to be pretty. I don't know. It seems to be popular. I don't know anybody that plays it, but I know that they're still making product for it. They're still pushing it. You know, in their videos, and they're making new product for it and all that. So that's good. But there's so much great Weird War II out there. But like if I honestly, if I hosted a game at a convention, it would be, you know, probably using my rules or Dust, but those are dead systems. I mean, Dust is a dead system, but doesn't mean you can't, get it and play it. I guess I don't know. I don't know. Is that right? Is that green supposed to be like that? Dark green? Really? Doesn't look. It just looks like a weird green. German. I thought dark green. Yeah, I'm looking at this German. The green that they suggest to use for the helmets seem really like a dark green, dark green. I use a refractive green. Shit, I don't remember. Maybe I don't know. I'll just do it. That's all good. But yeah, so it's interesting. So trying to get some new folks into the hobby. I think that'd be a good like New Year's resolution for us gamers. But the thing is, another thing is, it's like the people that you might run into, they're not going to just go, oh wow, miniature wargaming, let's go in and spend a bunch of money on this game because it exists. No, it's like you got to figure out like what they're into. Like if they're into Star Wars, right? They like the Star Wars shit. Then you could do like Star Wars Legion. That's kicking. Do that. If they're in the aliens, you got all those alien games. If they're in, if they want to do that like heavy like gothic sci-fi, you could do, Warhammer and all the, one page rule like derivative, whatever Mantic's derivative of that. And I think Warlord has some sort of gothic sci-fi going. And yeah, so you kind of got to know somebody, and then you ask them, what are they into? Do they want to play miniatures? And then that's a whole nother thing too. It's like, if they've never done minis before, that can be daunting because you got to buy the minis, you got to paint them, put them together and paint them, and that might be a big stumbling block, for a lot of people because it's like, ooh, I don't know how to do that. I've never done that before. How do I do it? What do I do? So that's kind of that could be an issue as well. I don't know, guys. It's like, unless, this is my personal opinion. Like when we're talking about miniature wargaming, unless that person is into like the crafting, the hobby, like they want to build models and they want to paint minis and shit like that, I would suggest them buy video games, man. Seriously. Now, if you're a modeler, like like let's say, that might be a way to get more people is go to some like modeling events, like like scale model events, or, painting contests, miniature painting contests or whatever, and say, hey, now you guys make great models, you build your models and paint them, they look great. Now, why don't I can show you how to actually play with all these damn things that you build instead of just instead of you just building them and painting them, you can actually play with them now that you know of this thing called wargaming. I'm sure most modelers know of wargaming, but I mean, I don't know why they don't like wargame. I would think by default a modeler would just play war games because but a lot of them don't. It's kind of not their thing. They're just not interested in it. I mean, they're interested in all the history and the story of the bits and pieces, the models. But it's just like for some reason when it comes to the actual like gaming of it, they don't have any interest in it. So I don't know. But yeah, I think, and my buddy Bo from Bo Paints, he brings up a really good point. Is that a lot of us, in whatever our hobby is, you know, we're we're in our echo chambers, right? We resonate toward the people that do the same thing that we do or think the same way. So we're we've got that covered. Like in Weird World War II. I mean, everybody. I would think most Weird World War II people, like that are into the hobby of Weird World War II, know about me. I like to say that might be arrogant, but I'm pretty much all over the net as Weird World War II, and we're in a lot of different circles, and I like to think that they at least know about Weird World War II. So for me to get new Weird War weirdos, is like you got to kind of branch out to something else, some other people that may have never even heard of it, know nothing about it, and it's like, how do you do that? Where do you go to find those individuals that might be in tuned to be into Weird World War II if they had the chance, or if they were exposed to it. Now, I think originally, I like to think this, but I think originally YouTube was set up in a way where you you would run into shit, right? You would run into videos and channels that you normally wouldn't watch, right? And discover a new thing, you know? But it's not like that anymore. It's not, the algorithm doesn't do that. It only suggests movies and shit, or or channels that you would be interested in due to your viewing, which makes sense. But it also prevents you discovering new things. Because, like, guys, I don't make money off. I don't make a living on YouTube. But I've been on YouTube for a couple of years. I've 300 something videos, and I watch YouTube a lot. It's pretty much the only thing I watch. And shit, I'm say I would probably, and I watch YouTube a lot. It's pretty much the only thing I watch. And shit, I would probably say the most channels that get the most traffic I've never watched, because I'm not into that. I'm not into a lot of what's popular. I'm not into reaction videos or box opening, all that fucking bullshit. I'm not into that. I'm into gaming. So I pretty much just watch gaming stuff, right? Gaming videos. And but every once in a while, like there was some dude that does like 40K lore, like the story of it. And I used to be big into 40K, and I read the original novels by, was it Ian Watson or whatever his name was? Was it Inquisitor and Deathwing or whatever it was? I read those, and I read the Gaunt's Ghosts, like the first couple of books. That was really good. But I don't know. And then supposedly the 40K universe is really changing. So I've been, watching this dude, and like, discovering all this new shit that I ain't even heard of. I don't even know what the hell half of what's, I guess there's a bazillion novels now for 40K. But anyway, it was a channel I normally wouldn't, be. Oh shit, what is that? That olive drab shit. Wrong color. Damn it. I was gonna say that's bright. That's too bright. But yeah, it introduced me into a new, kind of channel to watch. But yeah, so and then when I met, I happened across Shadow and Son. They had a live one night. It was a Sunday night, and they they did, or a Saturday night, and they do a live thing every Saturday night on their channel. And and Shadow is open to like allow anybody onto the live stream. And that's pretty ballsy right there, to do that, because they never heard of me, any of those guys. And I just appeared out of nowhere one night and said, "Hey, I'd be happy to jump on." And he's like, "Yeah, I mean, it's cool. Just be cool and whatever," which is acceptable, which is understandable, because he has no idea who the hell I am. And there you go, dude. We the whole new friendship, brothers. And I met a bunch of other people, through that. So there you go. There's an example of how getting out of your echo chamber, talking to folks that maybe normally wouldn't have watched you or even known you were there. There you go. Bunch of people, a lot of them are most of them are role players, right? So it's like, and I do some role playing, and I mean it's not my favorite, but I do it. But shit. Now a bunch of people know me. I know them. I subscribe to their channels and watch their stuff. They watch my stuff, so it's pretty cool. So that's a big thing, I would think, if you're going to get a channel, if you're going to start a channel, that think about maybe reaching out to other channels, other genres. I'm really particular about I'm really good about leaving comments on videos. I'll watch a video, and if I really enjoyed it, I'll leave a remark. And you know, and then with that remark, it leaves my name on that channel. And if they enjoy it and if they liked what I said or whatever, they might go to my channel and check me out. But just plugging each other. If you find a cool channel, plug them. I don't know. Again, I don't watch a lot of the big channels, so I don't. First of all, I mean, I'm not a big fan of like this really high production stuff. It's not that I don't enjoy watching that. It's just these guys, they're making money off it all, and they plug in like Patreons and all. It's commercial, and it has a different feel. Again, I have sponsors and stuff too. I'm not trying to be a hypocrite here, but it's just commercial. It feels commercial. Everything they do seems commercial, right? I don't see now. I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of them are. Now there's a few big guys out there that you can tell they are fucking passionate as hell on this hobby. I like one of my favorites like that is Zorpa Zorb. That guy's a fucking nut. I love him. He's great. He is a hobby nut. He loves all this shit. I mean, he loves Lord of the Rings so much, guys. He moved from Australia to New Zealand. I mean, and New Zealand is far from anywhere that you live. It's way the fuck down there. I mean, I guess Australia's not too far from it, but still, it's still a long haul. But he loved it so much, he moved there, and he's a big. He loves the Lord of the Rings, miniature game, and he pushes that a lot. And does all these amazing models and stuff. And you can just tell this guy just loves the fucking hobby, which is great. I mean, we all love the hobby, or we wouldn't be in it. We wouldn't be doing it. We wouldn't be making videos. We wouldn't be spending the time to edit, to film and to edit, buying cameras and fucking lights and shit like that. So, it's a labor of love for the most part. What color would zombie eyeballs be, guys? What color would a zombie's eyeballs be? I don't know. Yellow, red, shit, I don't know. So these zombies look pretty haggard. So I'm gonna put some white on them, just kind of highlight like their teeth, make them all white because like they're starting to rot. So there's some exposed bone. They're not bloody because I don't think they're bloody, but they're rotting. So I give them kind of like I give them the kind of the greenish flesh. I don't know why it's green. I don't know where that green thing came from for the most part. Because I looked up because I'm weird. I looked up what do dead bodies look like when they start to rot, right? And they're like black, dude. They look like they're like black, like shades of black. I looked because I try to paint my shit realistic. I mean, I'm not the greatest paint. I used to be a lot better, guys, but my eyes are just for shit, and I honestly I just don't have the patience that I did like I used to. So, I would say mine are tabletop quality at best. So, and I'm happy with that. I'm there's nothing wrong with that. I don't, and it's funny because I don't do speed paints. It's not that I think people who do are cheating. I just don't. It's just not my way to paint. I just paint the tradition, and they keep telling me it'll change your world. I'm like, probably. I just can't be bothered to buy new fucking paints, man. That shit's expensive. Oh yeah, I'm gonna try this new paint out, but yeah, that costs money just to try something. So it's out of here. That's not bad. Not too shabby. But yeah, so I hope this is on. I mean, usually someone pops up. I don't know. YouTube is pretty fickle when it comes. I don't know my channel. That's weird. It's like sometimes I get all these like problems and issues with it. It kicks me off, and it doesn't show like I'll be online, but it'll say it's not online or something. So shit, I don't know. That's pretty good. I would just keep their eyes just white. That's fine. That's good. See, this guy's. I'll do a wash on this guy. And this guy's. I don't know. Should I put? I don't know, these guys like jumpsuits. Do you think zombies would have like national designation on them? Probably not. Oh, no, I could put a Nazi eagle on his arm, and I'll do that. Just maybe it's obviously a German jumpsuit, so maybe they have that shit is just auto on all their shit. The Germans had on their uniforms the left sleeve had like the national eagle on it, and then like one of the breasts, I think it's the right breast had an eagle. So and it's easy. You just draw a little line, put a little like dot. There you go. Good enough. That's the eagle. No, yeah, I'm not gonna put ranks on these. These aren't. This guy is actually this guy's a special zombie. I think this guy's like Grenadier X, I think is what they call him. Why they call him that, I have no clue. None. No clue. In fact, let me get those data cards here real quick. Let's see here. Okay, so again, I'm painting up all this dust stuff so we can start playing. Yeah, so I was talking to a nerd's nerd, which she's fucking awesome, great, one of our great weird war weirdos. She does some awesome work with the weird war genre. But I was asking her how to paint this monkey or the gorilla. It's a gorilla. Rah. And I said I called it Marcus, and she said no, that's Goliath, I guess. But on the card it says Marcus. It's the same model. So maybe she plays a different version of Dust. She plays like Warfare, Dust Warfare, which is more like a traditional tabletop miniature game. Dust Tactics. This is what we're playing right now. It's more like a board game. It has some fantastic minis, but it's more of a board game. So anyway, so what am I looking up? I was looking up the Grenadier X guy. I think he's in here. Let's see here. Let's find. All right, the Germans. The Germans. Battle Grenadiers. These are. Let me see if he's in here. I might not have that card, to be honest with you. Well, let's see here. Well, I guess I don't know. Shit. Anyway. I think his name is Grenadier X. Right? Anyway, but yeah. I guess he's some special character zombie. He's got this giant it's like an electric saw. He's maybe he's like an engineer or some shit. Like a combat engineer or something. And he just kept going, even in death. I usually mark my minis on the bottom. So all my minis have a dot on the bottom, just a little white dot. And then usually, if it's a special thing, I'll write what it is, and then I'll put their rank. I'll put like a rank. So because in my game, there's you can have limited role playing in it. You can pretty much role play anything, honestly. But so it's nice to know what minis, what rank they are, right? So if it comes down to if a leader gets killed in a squad or something, you can just look on the bottom of the surviving unit and see if there's any any other member, any other leaders that are still kicking. But these are zombies. They don't have ranks. I wouldn't think they would. I plan on doing I want to get a couple. I've got a German infantry warlord infantry set, and I need to get an American infantry set, or no, a Soviet infantry set. And what I want to do is I want to make I want to make a necromancer army. And this necromancer, the story that I have in my head, the necromancer isn't going to be he's not going to be I don't know what, he's not going to be attached to any kind of what is this, modern? Whoops. One second, guys. I'm going to check something here. I'm not sure what. Whoops. I don't know what I did there. I'm just messing a little with this a little bit. Just seeing what's up. I guess it is a Sunday night, so. But yeah, so I'm sure I don't even know what I was talking about. What was I talking about? Oh, I wanted to make a necromancer army. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to get these plastic kits and, a mixture of Soviet and German, maybe like, if I can find some like Romanian, like where you can take their heads off or whatever, just European ones. And like put skeleton heads on these bodies instead of like, the normal heads, and, try to put their helmets on and shit, and have them like, they've been resurrected. Like this necromancer is just kind of roaming the European battlefields and like resurrecting the dead to create an army for whatever reason. So I think that'd be fucking cool. All just guys with skulls and stuff. I think that'd be sweet. But let's see here. Just give me 1 second, guys. I'm just checking something. Trying to see if the live is live. Oh, it might be. Let's see what we got going on here. What we got going on here? Yeah, we're live. Okay, good. Just making sure. But yeah, so I think that'd be cool. Like, have just like this third party kind of like enemy that isn't bound by like any national like loyalties, so he can pretty much do whatever the fuck he wants. And what is he gonna do? I have no idea. I have no idea how or what we're gonna. I cannot see what color that. I think he's gray with like a brown belly. I can't tell. Shit, I have to find a better picture of that Marcus gorilla dude. Gorilla. So these zombies that I'm painting right now, these are actual like STL files. So got them. I think I paid for these, but like couple bucks. It's a few bucks. But like if I was to actually like get this unit like on eBay or something, shit, dude, you're talking $30 at least. I'm paying a fraction of that, if anything. A lot of these, especially the dust like vehicles, are free. You can find those STLs on Colts. A lot of them are. A lot of the vehicles are a nerd has on her account. So and if you're into World War II itself, swing over there because she has almost every like common World War II vehicle throughout the whole war. That but then she's got some bits that you can like make it weird, like laser kind of cannons and shit like that, anti-guided missiles, microwave like kind of like death rays. So that's pretty sweet. It's cool because a nerd's nerd. I can't say enough about a nerd's nerd. She's great. She's a lover of the hobby too, and she does a lot of this stuff that she does just because she loves the hobby. She loves the gaming. She loves supporting the community that she's a part of, and it's really great. She does fantastic stuff, and I really appreciate her. It's not like, and I'm not saying those who make product to sell are bad or whatever, but it's something special. It's something unique. If you spend a lot of time in like time and effort in your endeavors to give for free, that's fantastic. I mean that's a little special, in my book, because I know a lot of channels out there that just drone on and on and on about, money. Buy this, buy my book, buy my expansion, buy this, go here, go to our sponsors, use our discount code to, like, and I'm not talking about like, hey, your sponsor's a gaming company, right? That's selling gaming product for you to use in your gaming. But no, they got like, wallets and like knives and whatever bullshit, just whatever random ass. I don't know. I guess that's fine. It's just not my thing. Now I got sponsors. Again, I'm not a hypocrite in saying that I don't. But my sponsors are miniatures companies that have a weird World War II, catalog, or or minis that can be used for weird World War II. So anyway, there we go. What is that? It's black. But I think I don't know. As you get older, and again, I play a game. I play my own system, so it's like I don't. I like the. That's why I push the genre, the whole genre, not just not just one game or one mechanic, one rule set or whatever. I push them all that are Weird War II because I'll play them all. And honestly, guys, I only play them because I love the genre so much, and I want to expose these systems, so other people can make, they might, it might be something they're into. Give them a chance to see what it looks like on the table, see how it plays, and if they like it enough, they might just pull the trigger and you know go out and buy it and play it. Yeah, so like if you are if you watch this video and you're interested in something, just reach out to me, guys. I mean, I like to think I know almost everything about Weird World War II, like media. I mean, it doesn't have to be just doesn't have to be miniatures. It can be fucking role playing games. It can be board games. It could be I'm familiar with almost everything that's Weird World War II: comics, books, movies, TV shows, all that stuff. So if you have any questions about anything within the genre, let me know. I could, I can help you out. I love Weird War II just because it's like you can do anything you want, man. And because it's weird, you're not, you're not stymied by, well, you can't use this tank in North Africa because the Pershing never made it to North Africa, right? So it's like, well, shit, it's 1947, North Africa, bitch. It's there now. So that's great. That's what I love about it. You can do whatever you want, and that's why I like Weird World War II because it is whatever you want. The only thing that it's kind of a bummer for me is that in the area that I live, there's not a lot of war gamers who are interested in Weird World War II. And if they are, it's the strict like game of something. Like if it's like K-47, that's what they play. They don't mix. They don't bring in any other things, or they just that's not the game. So we can't have that because it's not part of the game. You can do whatever you want, man. It's Weird World War II. Shadow, man, what's up, dude? Good to see you, brother. I was talking about you earlier. I was talking about how we were talking about on your show last night about how to introduce people to gaming. And we kind of went on and just babbled about whatever, whatever. What are you up to tonight, man? Just chilling, chilling. That was a good show last night. I'm getting some painting in here. I've been painting for the last. You're the first person in like 50 minutes. Thanks for swinging by. It's a Sunday night. I get it. Everybody's like, "Oh, I don't want to go back to school." Man, you remember Sunday nights, bro, as a kid? Holy shit! It's like that. You remember that anxiety? Like you're like, "Oh God, another week of school." You know? I hated school, man. I hated it. It wasn't that I mean I wasn't bad at school. I just didn't not like school. It was like it felt like it was prison. My God, I didn't do any extracurricular shit. I played some sports, but I didn't even like that. To be honest with you, I grew up with the same people too. It wasn't like I was moving around. But yeah. Oh, it's freezing over there, huh? Whoa, 30 degrees. Yeah, it's 40 here tonight. It's starting to get cooler. During the day, it's really nice. It's around 65, and with the sun's been out too, and it feels fantastic out in the sun. But when you get in that shade, woo, it gets a little chilly. Gets a little chilly. So when are we gonna see a game from you, Shadow? I wanna see how you DM, dude. Oh, rain's coming for you. Yeah, we've had some sprinkling here and there. Here, what's with this light? Gotta get a new. I know you're talking about doing that Venture Brothers. You need to do it. Do it to it. Oh, did you? Oh, man, I'm not familiar. I'll be honest with you, Shadow. For some reason, I'm not even sure. Have I been to Table Breakers? Whose channel is that on? Table Break? Is that the channel Table Breakers? There. It's funny because you guys talk about a lot of things that happen, like what people say, and there's drama and all that shit. And you guys are referring to people and channels that I guess I've never even been to. I need to get on your channel list or something, and see what all you got on there, because a lot of that stuff I'm not even familiar with what you guys are talking about, who you're talking about. So yeah. Oh yeah. So in the new year, yeah, I'm looking forward to playing that. Hope save me a space, man. Don't leave me, man. You left me hanging, man. I sent you those a link to those STLs, those the Monarch and Dr. Girlfriend. He's supposed to be doing the henchman too. He did a Brock and a what's the German chick on a top, or like Rocket Pussy or whatever her fucking name is. Yeah. What was her name? What's the Soviet chick's name? I can't remember the one that Brock was always into. Like his nemesis and his love. That's great. It's some sexual thing. It's like Molotov cocktease. That's fucking great. That's such a great show. You gotta watch the movie, dude. Oh man, it's great. Yeah, that was when that was on. I was big. I watched a lot of was it Toon? It was cartoons. What guy? Adult Swim. That's what Adult Swim. And it was like C Lab 2021 was awesome, and Aqua Teen Hunger Force was hilarious. and that's what I watched. I watched Aqua Teen, I watched C Lab, and I watched Venture Brothers. Man, those are so funny. I haven't been over there. I haven't been to the. I don't really watch that kind of stuff anymore. To be honest with you. Yeah, that's yeah, because you want to watch it with them because it's cooler watching with the boy instead of just by yourself. We do that too. There's like there's some like shows that we're in the process of watching, but either me or Mel aren't in the mood to watch at the moment, so it's just kind of on. I started to get Mel into Lex. That's so fucking crazy. Such a crazy show. And she really liked it, but it's just like you know, finding the time. Like we were watching Magnum PI. That's my favorite show of all time, Magnum PI. I can love that show. And we're also watching like SCTV, like the whole series. Yeah, and that's another thing. It's like it's it's hard to just what's really hard is like movies, man. Like, we have access to like everything that comes out for free. So we have access to everything, but it's like it's hard for me to commit to anything because it's like, do I really want to sit here for hour and a half and watch some movie that's gonna probably suck? You know, I mean, if it's something I know I'm gonna love, that's one thing. But like, we like horror movies and sci-fi movies, right? So that can be hit or miss. So it's like you don't really want to commit, and we'll like stop it in the middle. But yeah, really, Babylon, you liked Firefly that much? I saw Fire. Now I watched Firefly. Um, I watched the DVD. That's how I didn't watch it like from when it first came out. I'm not a huge fan of what's his face, the guy who wrote it, the creator guy. What is his damn name? I can't remember his name. But just because the guy who did Buffy and all that, but I watched it. It was okay. I mean, I get it. I get the draw and everything, but it was so short. It's just the movie. I really enjoyed the movie. The movie they came out with. I thought that was really good, and although you know, again, I only watched the series like once, so the movie, I guess, if you were big into it, I would think it'd be really good for you. Because it kind of tied a lot of things up and stuff. So Josh Whedon, yeah, Josh Whedon, um, tied a lot of stuff up, kind of. But that was cool that they were able to like end the show in a. I guess it did the movie answer questions and help you like kind of put it to rest, like at least something. Because there's been several series that I've enjoyed that they never got a final episode kind of thing or a final season or something like that. So it just ended on a fucking question mark, and you'll never see what happens. That sucks. But from what I saw, it seemed like the movie kind of explained a lot of the shit. Yeah, I mean, it was like an old west kind of like kind of like I guess it would be like it's kind of like an old west setting. And then it's like kind of like Han Solo and kind of the Millennium Falcon kind of thing. The freelance. It's almost like a team too, because they're doing like jobs for money, but they're not as moral as the A team. Yeah, but yeah. So what wasn't satisfying, if you don't mind me asking, about the movie? Like you know, what was the big like thing that I guess just the adventures. I mean, they didn't have a whole lot of adventures together, you know. So it was like they they kind of you kind of miss out on some character development with that. Have you ever seen so you're talking about Old West in space. Um new Full Moon or New Line or whatever they were before Full Moon. They did a couple movies. Oh shit, what was it? Let me see if I can find it. It had like an all-star cast, and it was literally like like a western town in space, and there was like all these aliens in it, and let me see if I can find that. Full Moon Space Western. You probably know what I'm talking about. Full Moon Studio Space Western movies. Let's see if I can find it. Hell, I don't know. Top 10. Do you know what I'm talking about? Damn it. What is that show called? So I'm looking at a list of like space western movies, and like John Carter, is that a space western? That's not a space western. Flash Gordon, a space western? I don't know. I don't think so. Let me see if I got Old West space movies. God, what was that damn thing called? I can't remember what the hell it's called. Sci-fi western movies. Let's see if that's. I don't know. I can't remember what it's called, but it return to something. Return to shit. Shit. I have to find that, dude, because I think you'd love it, dude. Because it's like, I mean, it's cheesy, but it's got a bunch of like character actors that you'd be like Angus Grimm's in it, and like Sulu's in it, and just a bunch of like character actors, right? Let's see. New Image Films Space Western. Let me see if I can find this. I think that's what I thought. New Image was what hold on, let me find this real quick. Man, they made some great shit. It's like something Gulch or something Town. I can't remember. Let me see. I can find it here. Just give me a second. It's really good. It's it's like a sheriff or something, or a guy that has to take the sheriff role because someone got killed. But it's like fucking space aliens, and they got laser guns and shit. Let me find it here. Damn, they got a bunch of shit. Well, maybe that isn't them. I don't know. I can't find it. If I remember it, dude, I'll definitely let you know because it's really good. Let's see, Cowboys in Space. Did you ever see that like Cowboys versus Aliens or something like that? That was pretty fun. I mean, it wasn't good, but it was fun. Yeah, I mean, I guess space western is what they were talking about. That's the genre or the motif of the movie. Not necessarily a movie like the Old West in space, but more like a space western type of thing. But yeah, I can't remember what the hell it's called. Like Return to. Yeah, I can't remember what it's called. I'll have to find it. I'll find it. I'll let you know about it. It's pretty good. It's a good. It's. I think you get a kick out of it. I mean, It's nothing like. It's nothing heavy. I watched. Me and Mel watched a. What did we watch today? We watched something called Doggo or some shit. It's a kaiju movie, but it's like I've seen most of Toho's like kaiju stuff. I've never heard of this one, and it's almost like a space squid, and it wasn't very good. It was actually kind of shitty, so it's no big loss. If you've never heard of it. But what else did we watch? Something else. I watched something else. I can't remember what I watched. It's another thing, man. After I watch something, forget it. I can forget what I watched. Getting old. My God, can't remember what I watched. Yeah, sign of old age. Something. Yeah, I had high hopes for that too. Higher hopes than what we got, but it wasn't shit. But it wasn't what I was hoping for. Who was in that? Wasn't that like was that the James Bond guy, or was that like hell? That might have been Han Solo, the guy who plays Han Solo. I can't remember who the hell played in that. To be honest with you, I want to say it was it I can't remember who played in it. And again, it wasn't shit, but yeah, it wasn't what I had hoped for. You get any painting done this? Yeah, the James Bond guy. Yeah, I want to say Harrison Ford was in it, but I don't think he was the main star. But I don't know. I can't remember. I saw it in the theaters way, way back when. I haven't seen it since. I used to watch a lot of. I used to go to the theater a lot when I was younger. Now, shit, I could care less about going to the theater now. Hell, I do not miss all the fucking. First of all, I don't miss the price. My God, theater tickets are outrageous. And they're like, oh yeah, but we got, you can order food, you can drink, you can, the seats go down. I'm like, I don't give a shit. I'm there to watch the movie. I don't care. Like, I mean, if you're trying to sell me on your outrageous ticket price because my seat is heated and reclines, then that's not a selling point for me. But I guess it is for some people. The one thing I did wish I took advantage of is when all those 3D movies, like you could rent the 3D glasses or something. I never did that. The new stuff. I used to love going to 3D movies when I was a kid, like Jaws, and I saw Jaws 3D in the theater. I snuck in and saw Friday 13th, what, 3D? That was fun. As a kid, but as you watch it now, it's stupid. The 3D gags are awful. The only good one was he shoots like a harpoon in this chick's face. That was pretty good. The rest of them are just jump scares or something. It was pretty stupid. But yeah, 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 yeah. Where is that guy? You got any plans for the week, dude? You got any other than the regular? Anything special? I wish I could have gotten my I wish my StreamYard would have worked. I wish I could do live like you guys do, but can never get it to work, man. I like, I followed the instructions, and I waited that time period or whatever they say you gotta wait, and it's supposed to link up and all that shit with your, never did with my YouTube. I could do it on the thing itself, but it didn't work for it didn't work for me. I don't know what the hell is wrong with it. Oh, you got, man. So how many Ravenloft books were there, dude? I To be honest with you, I don't think I've ever played a Ravenloft mission. I mean, I know what it is, and I knew people who played it, but I have never played a mission from watching your videos. It seems like I'm not really missing a whole lot. I guess the setting is fun. Like the gothic horror setting is cool and all that, but I've never been like a huge like gothic horror guy, to be honest with you. And I like it, but I'm not like it doesn't make me want to. Ooh, look, gothic horror! I want to go play that. It's nothing like that. 100, my God, really? That's insane. Dude, I didn't know that they had that many. Whew. Isn't it amazing how much content was put out? I'm sure that was like I'm sure Dragonlance was similar to that too, wasn't it? Like the Dragonlance modules and stuff. That's another setting I never. I don't know what, or was I? I don't know what the fuck I was doing. I uh I just never played any of it. It's so crazy. In fact, I don't know anything about Dragonlance. I know what it is, but oh yeah. So you saying that with the goth chicks, I used to play like Vampire, right, back in the day, solely because of all the chicks that like to play it too. So yeah, yep. Sometimes you take one for the team for you know to get that exposure. Bore the hell out of you. Yeah, I mean, like again, looking at reading your or watching your videos, it seems pretty like like you said, forced or kind of controlling, which I wouldn't have been into that at all. Maybe if I was younger, I wouldn't have cared, but definitely I was as an adult, I wouldn't have wanted to play that. Oh, did Dragonlance too? I honestly don't. I mean, I know what it is, but I don't know anything about it. I want to say the guy who did Dragonlance, didn't he go off and do like he created like the Elder Scrolls, like for Bethesda and like make $1 bazillion from kind of creating that world, that the Elder Scroll world. I want to say that's what I read. Maybe not, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean, modules can like give you ideas and stuff, but ultimately, yeah, I would want like, the games to be like in the story that I'm in. Now, I've been known to like use modules and insert them into our world, into our campaigns. Maybe change up the names, the locations, and the the big bads or whatever to kind of conform to like what's going on in our game at the time. But it's all that stuff is heavily modified to like to adapt into like our own game. So it's kind of fun to like have that skill to like convert the shit into like like your world that you're showing off. Make it your own. Hell, I think we all. Well, I think I'm at a stopping point here. I think I'm gonna call it tonight. It's 10 o'clock over here, 10:20 over here. I think I'm starting to get a little sleepy. But yeah, Shadow, I appreciate you swinging by, brother. I'll try to make hopefully Hungar's doing well or back in town tomorrow. We can reconnect over his show. If you guys don't know who Hungar the Starbarian. Go swing. He has kind of a live, just kind of a chat show. Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays around noonish Central Standard, 11ish, noonish. So, but yeah, go check those out. He's a lot of fun. It's just us old time gamers, just being old and fun. Great channel. Shadow and his son are great characters and lovers of the hobby and supporters of the hobby. So definitely, give them a look over, see what you think. All right. Yeah, we do. We need to hang with Hungar as much as we can. I agree. And plus I'll be doing it anyway. He's a great guy. So, and hopefully I bought some of those. I bought that piece I needed for the printer, and I should get it like in a couple days. So I should be able to get your stuff out this week for sure. So, all right. All right, guys. Whatever you do, go check out Shadow and Sun. Go check out Hungar the Starvarian. And always, always keep it weird. See you later. See you, brother.